I've been a champion before that belt was around my waist, and I'm going to continue to be a champion.
In the co-main event, Joe Warren, Joe Tomaglio. Obviously, Bellator probably put that fight on the same card so the timing would work out for the winner of that fight the winner of your fight. Looks like it's going to be Joe, trilogy match, rubber match. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I'm with whoever. Whoever they put in front of me is going to get knocked down. It really doesn't matter the name, the style, or the opponent. It doesn't matter. Whoever they put in front of me is getting beat up. So.
Are you good with him on a personal level? Is it weird to kind of come in here and do your media interviews as he's walking out just after his? When, we were talking about you 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, he's a weird person. Sometimes he'll be a friend. Sometimes he wants to, look the other way. But it's mutual. I feel like it's mutual respect. He's got a fighter's mentality, and so do I. So when it's all said and done, there's a mutual respect there. But as competitors, we don't like each other.
Talk about Leandro tonight. Did he do anything that surprised you? Was he what you game planned for?
Yeah, it was what we game planned for. I got the best coaches, the best management, the best team around. So anytime I'm executing the game plan, it's going to go as according.
Were you surprised on how quickly you got him?
No, I figured, either I was going to get him in the first, or if it didn't happen in the first or second, it was going to eventually happen. I felt like he tried to give a little bit more in that first and gas out, but I feel like he didn't want to put himself out there, but I had to expose him.
You kind of had words with his coach, Patricio Pitbull, on the way out. Is featherweight in your future? I mean, have you thought about going back up?
Cash talk, bullshit, welcome 1,000 miles. So I'm going to let Scott Coker and my management, Dave Martin, put the pieces together. That's where they want to see me at. That's where the fans want to see me at. And let's do it.
There's no type of bucket list fights for you. There's no one in particular that you want to get in there with. It's just whatever pays the most.
For what? I'm the champion. These guys want to fight me. As you see, Patricio, he wants to fight me. I don't mind beating up the Pitbull brothers, but again, it's got to be worth my time.
Would you rather have that fight at Bantamweight?
I don't really care.
Getting back to the Baby Joe, he said that he's the only one that finished you. Second fight, he even said that you had tapped in it. What's your response to him saying that? He had said that you had tapped in that, ref didn't see it.
I think that's complete bullshit. In all honesty, I never tapped in that first one or that second one. The first one, I was dominant. I was beating him up the whole fight. He got lucky, if you want to be honest. I had to make some adjustments. Moved down to San Diego. My training partners changed. The first Baby Joe fight, I was training with amateurs. I had one coach. So it was only a spectacle of what I can do. Baby Joe don't want these problems.
Do you still feel like there's a lot for you to learn, that we're not even seeing close to the best Darrion Caldwell yet?
Absolutely, and I try not to distinguish my fighting off of my practices, but if you watch me in the practice room, I get off a lot more in the stand-up. I haven't shown that yet. So once you guys start to see, and once I get someone punches me in my face and I get pissed, you'll see a beast come out.
I've heard a lot of coaches say that about fighters, that they'll go out there and they'll win a title, and when they come back into that gym, they're coming back to their home gym as the champ. That their training steps up a notch, that it just gets more intense. Have you felt that at all? Have you felt that maybe a stronger intensity for you in training now that you're the champion, that you kind of carry this weight?
Absolutely, But the thing is, we got a room full of champions, So when you're looking over to your right and there's Dominic Cruz, you're looking over to your left, there's Phil Davis, there's Jeremy Stevens, you have no choice but to grind, you have no choice but to push yourself, because these guys are pushing the pace, and they've been on the top for a while. So I'm just trying to stay in it as long as they have been at the top, and so it's no different than, just going to practice. That's the hardest part, is getting to practice, and once I'm there, I let the coaches do the thinking for me.
What do you think a fight with a third fight with Joe. How does that play out? What does that look like?
Joe doesn't stand a chance.
Does it go all 5 rounds?
Doesn't go all 5 rounds. He gasses out. He's just gonna melt. Baby Joe's like some chocolate. He's like chocolate. He's gonna melt.
You got it over pretty quickly tonight. How quickly would you like to get back in there? How soon do you think they can make that fight?
As soon as possible. As a fighter, you don't get paid unless you're fighting. So it's my job to get back to the drawing board on Monday. There's no days off for me. I'm not hurt. I'm not feeling any sort of way. I'm ready to get back out there.
Do you feel you have what more do you feel you have to prove in the MMA world, and do you feel you get the respect that you deserve as a champion at the moment?
Absolutely not. There's not that much respect here, for guys at Bellator. Everyone thinks that the UFC is the NFL of MMA. So whenever you got UFC guys, like a TJ Dillashaw, Cody Garbrandt as a champion, they're always going to be like, oh, you're not better than this guy because he's in the UFC. But fuck those guys. I'll beat them up too.